Happy Friday Eve day, everybody. Give me 1 second. I'm going to make sure that we are actually live in the group where I want to be live. StreamYard says we are. Oh boy. Yep, there I am. Okay, good. Whew. For a second there, I thought, okay, this is going to be good. All right. Happy Friday Eve day to everybody. Instagram, it's been a while since I've been live with you. I thought I was going to try something new today. I thought I was going to do the new StreamYard feature where StreamYard allows you to pull Instagram in as a destination. Y'all, our son left for Spain this morning for his study abroad program for the whole semester. I feel like my heart has been ripped out of my chest, and I could not take figuring out one more tech thing today. So I went back to the old way of doing it, where you guys are used to this anyway. Down here on my laptop, I've got Facebook and YouTube going live, and up here on my iPhone, I've got Instagram. And I'm screen recording that, guys, on Instagram. So if you have a question for me, throw it in the comments. I will DM you later and I will be happy to answer your question. I'm just thankful that you're here with me today. So cheers to just not trying new things today, right? And if you're coming to me through Facebook and you have not already done this before, if you've done it before, you don't need to do it again. Go to StreamYard, all one word, .com/Facebook and give permission for me to see your name in the StreamYard comments. Otherwise, it just says Facebook user and I don't know who you are. I'll have to go into Facebook later and follow up with you, which is fine. I can do that, but I'd rather see your name on StreamYard. So StreamYard.com/Facebook. All right, today we're going to talk about why your visibility and your email list are the foundational keys to your income. They are the key. I'm going to tell you what you can do to make sure that your visibility is solid so that your email list starts to grow and your income grows with it and gets stable, because we all want that stable, repeatable monthly income, right? And stay tuned with me because I have a super fun announcement to share with you guys. You're going to want to be here for that. But just in case we are new to each other and this is the first time we've ever met, I am Tracy Beavers. I am an award-winning business and sales coach with over 20 years of experience in marketing, sales, and business growth. And several years ago, I became fully fed up with corporate America and my corporate career. I've been in corporate ever since I graduated from college, and I hatched a plan to fully exit. And it took me a little bit, but once I did, my business boomed. And in my second full year of business, I busted through the six-figure mark annually, well past it, and have been on track to double and triple that ever since. And I have not looked back. If you are building your business alongside your full-time job, wanting to fully exit, or if you're already a solopreneur, you can do this too. You can build a multi-six-figure business just like I have. I have coached hundreds of entrepreneurs just like you to get visible and grow your email list so you can get that consistent monthly income that we all really, really want, right? Because nobody wants to not know what their income is going to be from month to month. That's crazy pants. So we can change that together. As we go along, pop your questions and your comments into the chat, and I will answer those at the very end. As you know, I'm an open book. You can ask me anything about your business. It doesn't necessarily have to be about the topic today. Let's dive into this topic, though, because it's a hot one, and I know several of you have reached out to me this week, and you're like, I'm really excited about this. I set my phone alarm. You can't wait to hear about this because you need this, especially for 2024, to get your business off to the start that you want. So visibility, let's talk about that first. As a visibility and email list growth strategist, if you've been with me for any length of time, you hear me talk a lot about being visible so that you can attract your ideal clients to you, so that your audience can see you and hear you and hire you. I teach many strategies about how to gain visibility without paid ads or creating yet another truckload of free lead magnets. And you may be asking yourself, and this may be the reason why you're here today, you're like, why is visibility such a big deal? I'm going to tell you. Simply put, the bottom line is, if you're not visible, if your ideal clients can't see you, hear you, they can't connect with you, they can't see what you do, they can't see who you serve or how to hire you, and you don't have a business. You have a hobby with some sporadic success. And that's not what you want, right? You want something that gives you stable, repeatable monthly income with clients that are constantly saying, how do I work with you? That's what we all want. But if nobody can find you, nobody knows about you. They don't understand what an expert you are, and they don't know about your offers. Then how in the world can you expect them to spend their money with you? Would you pay thousands of dollars to open up a brick and mortar business like a boutique, only to have no sign out front? The windows are covered in dark paper, shutters over the windows, maybe blinds pulled, no indication at all of what your store is about. And yet you still expect people to be curious enough to come knock on the door and ask you if this is a boutique and what's going on inside. You would not spend thousands of dollars to deliver that business model. That doesn't make any sense. So it's the very same with our online businesses. Just because we are online doesn't mean we can sit back and expect that people are going to find us, because they're not. Over the last few years, I have watched this space get louder and louder and more crowded, and people's attention spans getting shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter, right? I mean, there's a reason why people love TikTok. It's because everything is quick. And I don't know about you, but now I go on TikTok, and if somebody doesn't get to the point, I'm scrolling. I'm like, isn't that terrible? And I'm used to watching everything on 1.5 to 2 times speed now, or listening to it on a podcast. So when I hear people speak regular speed, I think, why are they talking so slowly? That's what's happened to the world. And that's what's happened to your ideal clients. If you don't have strategies for making your business visible, then you risk getting lost in all of that noise, right? We have to work consistently. You hear me say that word a lot. Consistency, you'll hear me say consistency and patience all the time. It'll probably drive you crazy. I sound like a broken record. But we have to consistently work and strategize on our visibility so that we can attract those ideal clients. And then once we attract them, we can give value, establish that know, like, and trust factor, deepen that connection with them so that when we go to promote our offers, they want to buy from us and they'll remember us first. And the remember us first part is the most important part, because there's lots of competition out there. I mean, do you know how many business coaches there are out in the online space globally? Like thousands. Tens of thousands, probably. I mean, it feels like there's one on every corner, right? If I expect to compete and I expect that my ideal clients will find me, know about me, connect with me, and want to hire me, I have to have a strategy and a plan. I have to stay front and center. And I have to have a plan and a strategy that cuts through the noise. There are so many strategies to gain visibility. And if you've been in my world for any length of time, you know that I teach many, and I developed them myself out of necessity. Every list growth course I found when I first started taught me a couple of things that were really important. Taught me how to identify my ideal client, and then how to create a lead magnet for them, and where to post about it on social. That's fabulous. Everybody needs to do that. And my list was growing and my visibility was growing. But I was like, there's got to be other ways to do this. I knew there had to be more ways to achieve my goal. And my strategies that I developed allowed me to grow 3 successful businesses in 7 years, giving me 5-figure months and a multi-6-figure business back in that second full year of business. I want this kind of visibility and success for you too. So let's talk about visibility with your social media. I want you to max out every nook and cranny of all the platforms that you're on, from your profile information, your contact information, and creating social media content and repurposing it. That content that showcases how awesome your offers are, knowing how to connect with others in a way that's authentic to you, have those conversations in the DMs like you want to do, ones that don't feel weird or spammy, DM conversations that end up leading to business growth in some way, participating in other people's groups to add value and to let people get to know you, which then leads to those DM conversations that I just mentioned. And you could consider having your own Facebook group like I have for myself. It fits my business model really well. And for most of my clients and students, it fits theirs too. It's an outstanding way to welcome people into your world and deepen that connection so they think of you first and they realize what an expert you are because you're delivering content to them that they're not going to find anywhere else. And if you're not in my group, by the way, shameless plug, you should be in this group. Instagrammers, YouTubers, be a confident entrepreneur, get visible and grow your income. It's my free Facebook group. Over 2,000 entrepreneurs in here. I let you promote yourself anytime. We have experts on every topic. You can get help from this group anytime. It's the most kind, supportive, collaborative group, I think, in my opinion, on all of Facebook. All right, let's talk more about visibility, this time using video. You know how important video is. I preach this. Video is king, audio is queen. I've got a training on that too. If you're in my Facebook group, it's in the guide section. And we talk about how you can use both of those things for visibility. But live video is where it's at, my friends, because nothing converts like live video. The algorithm loves it. It establishes your credibility and it conveys your expertise in a way that nothing else will, or as fast. Live video does it faster than anything else. People get to know who you really are, your style, your warmth, your caring, your fun personality. Nothing conveys that like live video. And it is the fastest way to make connections online. And again, the algorithm rewards it. We have to think about these platforms that we're on. What does the platform want us to do? And when we do what the platform wants us to do, the platform is going to reward us. And one of the things that Instagram and Facebook and YouTube and LinkedIn and all the places want you to do is go live. And it's going to reward you that way. So consider adding a consistent weekly live video to your content as soon as possible, just like I do every Thursday live at 11:30. Do I feel like it? No. But has it grown my audience and my visibility and my income? You betcha it has. And if you can't do weekly right now, that's okay. Do twice a month. That's better than nothing. And I can teach you how to take this live video that I'm doing right now and repurpose it and roadmap that out for you, where this is your anchor piece of content. And from your anchor piece of content, all of your other content is born. So you're not spinning your reels trying to create fresh content all the time. So, okay, what about visibility with regard to collaborations and networking? I've been doing a lot of this over the past year. It's fabulous. I have guest experts come into my Facebook group as a collaboration. They get to gain visibility through my audience, right? Then they have me on their Facebook group or on an Instagram live with them or over on their YouTube channel or over on their podcast. And then networking, because we never know where our business is going to go. We never know that next person we meet might be the person to blow your income wide open. And they may not need to hire you, but they may know somebody that needs to hire you. So every opportunity you have to meet someone else, take it and have the conversation and figure out, how can I help this person? And in turn, they will want to help you as well. And so things like podcast guest spots, bundles, summits, adding affiliates to your programs, these are all great ways to leverage visibility through other people's audiences. Can you see how all of these strategies are super easy to implement and can open you up to more ideal clients in a very short amount of time? I want you to tell me in the comments which one of these things you're currently using in your business. Toss that in the comments for me. Do you have a free Facebook group? Do you have a podcast? Are you doing collaborations with other people? Are you doing networking? Are you reaching out, sending friend requests and having DM conversations with people that are in the same Facebook groups that you're in? I mean, if you think about it, if you went to a lunch at your local Chamber of Commerce or your Rotary group or whatever, and you met a whole bunch of people, it wouldn't be weird for you to email them or call them, text them, or DM them later and go, hey, it was great to meet you. We're in this group together, right? So why does that stop us? If you're in a Facebook group with somebody and what you're seeing that they're posting is really cool, send them a friend request and DM them and go, hey, we're in this XYZ group together. I think what you posted was really awesome. I'd love to get to know you better. They may accept that, they may not. But 9 times out of 10, if you're coming from a place of your heart and you really want to get to know somebody else, they're going to take you up on it, and it's going to end up going somewhere that you never even imagined. So now that you can see how visibility is foundational to your business growth and your income, let's talk about your email list really quick. You've heard me say more times than I can count that the biggest asset you have as a business owner is your email list. Your clients, your potential clients, we have to have a way to contact these people if social media shut down. Social media is great. And you've heard this said a million times. Building your business only on social media and on a platform is building your business on rented land. YouTube could shut down tomorrow. Facebook, Instagram shut down, what was it, like a year and a half ago or something? And thousands of people lost lots and lots of money because they didn't have an email list. So we can't rely on social media to keep us in contact with our audience. And these visibility strategies that I just walked through, some of the ones I teach and some of the ones you probably are already using, these can be used easily to grow your email list. For me, for my clients and my students, I teach them that all roads lead to list building. Now, what does that mean? It means that every action we take in our business, everything we do every day needs to lead somewhere to your email list growth. Is it networking so that you could find a collaboration partner and throw out a call to action when you collaborate that grows your email list? Is it a conversation in the DMs and you realize this person might want to join my free Facebook group, and you've got your Facebook group set up to grow your email list? That's a funnel for you. That's a way you can do that. So let me give you a couple of other examples. So during these live trainings, I have a call to action where I give you a free guide or a training that I know you're going to love. And when you want to access it, you have to give me your email address. So my live trainings grow my list every single week. You can do this with your podcast as well, your blog post, right? And on my social media posts, my assistant Jill and I make sure that we have calls to action that lead you to becoming part of my email list. And the Facebook group, when you join it, like I mentioned, you have to give me your email address. In the way I write the questions that for people that come into my Facebook group, they want to give me their email address because I've got a social media guide that I give them that they really, really want. So once everybody's on my list, though, then it becomes my job to continue the conversation and continue the relationship, asking my audience and my subscribers, what do they need? How can I serve you best? It's my job to send valuable content every week that I know you can use to get what you want, which as online entrepreneurs, you want more income. But think to yourself, what does my audience want? Do you teach health and wellness? And my audience wants more tips on health and wellness, or a hack for, still making delicious coffee when you can't add a bunch of sugar and stuff into it, or, I'm just spitballing stuff here, but think through what is it your audience is always looking for and always wants, and then ask them. That's a really great way to do some market research. It's just ask them, what do you want? I've been asking that of my subscribers the last few times I've sent emails over the last month. And I gave them a list of ideas. Do you want more visibility? Do you want email list growth? Do you want da, 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 da? And some of them have replied back, and that's been really, really helpful. And our email lists are the best way to nurture our audience. Stay top of mind so that when they're ready to purchase, they remember us first. I want you to remember me first when you think, I think it's time I get some help. It's time I go from feeling invisible to being visible. It's time I started making consistent monthly income. It's time to hire Tracy. I want you to remember me first. I want to have given you so much value and knowledge that your decision to hire me is a no-brainer. It's like, I know her style, I know her personality, I've seen her expertise, and you already know that we're going to be a great fit together. So does this all make sense? Tell me in the comments, do you see how all of these pieces fit together between using the visibility strategies that we talked about with all roads leading to email list growth? These two things are critical to building a very strong foundation for your business and your income. So tell me in the comments, any light bulb moments going off for you? Ask me anything, pop your questions in there. Is there a strategy I mentioned that you haven't considered yet that you're going to try to add in for this new year? So let me just kind of go back and summarize really fast. You have to be visible if you want people to see you, hear you, and hire you. I know, right? It's like, yes, I want my ideal clients to see me, to know me, to want to hire me first. Got to get you out there. Got to get you out there so you're visible. And I want you to find the strategies that feel authentic to you for you to start growing your audience. I've got more than 10 strategies that I teach, that I employ in my business, that, again, nothing to do with paid ads. And I'm not going to tell you to create yet another truckload of free lead magnets, but you've got to find the strategies that are authentic to you. If live video, if the thought of that makes you just want to curl up in a ball and hide under the bed, I can't go live on video, that's okay. You don't have to use that strategy. I got a million other ones I can teach you. No worries. But I would like for you to consider the idea and maybe work yourself up to it here in the next couple of months. So you have to find the ones that are authentic to you. And I want you to keep the following statement in your mind. All roads lead to list growth. Use every strategy, every action you take in your business, every single day. Think to yourself, how could what I'm about to do grow my email list? Otherwise, you're wasting your time. I know that sounds terrible, doesn't it? But it's the truth. It's the truth. And if your income isn't growing, there's a reason. And it's because you have holes in your visibility. You've got leaks in your visibility and in your marketing. So keep yourself out there front and center, connecting with your audience so they want to be a part of your world, and then nurturing them to join your email list. This is what is going to grow your income so that it stays consistent every single month and it doesn't feel all roller coastery, and you're not worried about whether or not you're going to be able to pay your bills and have to go get a job. And in all of this, okay, I want to tell you about that super fun announcement I've got. I mentioned this at the start. If you've been asking me when I'm going to offer my live masterclasses again. Some of you missed them back in October. Well, now's your chance. The first live masterclass starts on January 16. We've got 4 different sessions. One session is all you need to come to, but I've got 4 different dates and times for you to choose from. I want you to go to tracybeavers.com/masterclass and grab your spot. You might have to type in www, which is really embarrassing because apparently I have a DNS issue that I need to figure out. I'll get it figured out. Haven't had time for that lately, but I'll get it figured out. Instagrammers, the link is in my bio, tracybeavers.com/masterclass. And then you're going to get a confirmation email with your Zoom link and everything. I want you to add it to your calendar, and I want you to save that confirmation email in a folder that says Tracy Beavers Coaching. That way, when the day comes, you can just pop over into that email folder and find your Zoom link really easy. This masterclass is free, and it's going to rock your world when it comes to thinking about planning and strategizing for your visibility and your email list growth this year. I guarantee you that you're going to learn actionable steps that you can use every single day, that day of the masterclass. So many webinars and free workshops and things that I've been to are absolutely full of fluff, and there's nothing there that I can really use. And that is really irritating to me and disappointing. And I don't like to feel that way, and I don't want anybody in my world to feel that way. So my promise to you is this is going to be time well spent. The free masterclass is called How to Gain Visibility for Your Business and Attract Your Ideal Clients Without Paid Ads. 4 simple strategies I'm going to teach that you can use that same day to start growing your visibility in your email list. And when you show up live, you're going to get my free Facebook Growth Toolkit, which is exclusive to this event. The only other people that have it are the alums in my alumni membership that have already been through my program. And so in the masterclass, I'm going to be diving deeper into some of the things that we talked about today, giving you those actionable tips and ideas that you can go forward with. And I'm also going to tell you about my Business Visibility Made Easy program, because the doors for it are opening soon. In fact, if you're on the wait list, watch for your first email to come out, waitlisters. It'll come out on January 6th, so 2 days from now. Waitlisters get offers that nobody else gets as long as you purchase before the first live masterclass on January 16th. You get a 45-minute one-to-one session with me, and you get unlimited Voxer access to me throughout the entire 8 weeks of our coaching program together. I don't think anybody else is offering anything else like this. Not only do you get live weekly group coaching calls in the program, but if you buy from the wait list, you get a 45-minute one-to-one with me and unlimited Voxer access to ask me anything, anytime. It's like having me in your pocket for 8 weeks. That's amazing. All right, so just think about how you're going to feel after our live masterclass time together. You're going to be inspired, energized, ready to build your email list. And I know my assistant Jill has probably already popped the link to that in the comments. She's also on the road today, so if she hasn't, I will pop in and get that for you. One of my attendees last October told me that it was the best masterclass she had ever attended, and I was like, this is incredible. This is why I do what I do. Isn't it great when you have clients that say that to you? All right, let me check and see about your questions and comments. Give me 1 second. Jill's here. Good. Yeah, Joni's here. Joni Wangren just completed Business Visibility Made Easy. Now she's in the alumni membership. And y'all, she's about to land a one-to-one client that's a 4-figure payout. So there you have it. Awesome. Shay is here. Awesome. She said our Facebook, Instagram Reels are gaining traction. Awesome. Yes. Video work. Shay, that's awesome. Reels and live video are the only way for you to get the reach from the algorithm to reach past the people that are already following you or connected to you as a friend. That's the only way to do it. So you got to create some reels, which you don't have to dance on those. There's ways around that. Or you need to do live video. Love that, Shay. Shay's doing free Facebook group, collabs, networking. Yes, awesome. Melissa, she's doing a podcast, free Facebook group, connecting with more members of groups. I love it. Alexandra is here. Y'all, these are some of my students from the program. This is great. Some of them are in our alumni group. Alexandra's working on blogging and networking. I love that, Alexandra. Again, we have to find the things that are authentic to us. If going live on video is not going to be your jam, at least create a blog. At least create a podcast, something that's your regular weekly content, and then I can teach you how to repurpose it. Shay is still working on getting her email list. That's okay. Let's see. She says her blog is also geared to get teachers to drop an email. Yep. Yes, Shay, absolutely. Try some Facebook Lives. Absolutely. And then somebody, it just says Facebook user. They're being more present in Facebook groups, trying to schedule so that they're not overwhelmed with scrolling and squirreling. Yes, schedule out your so pick some groups where your ideal clients are hanging out and then schedule it. Give yourself 10 minutes in the morning or 10 minutes in the afternoon or both. Pop in the group, see where you can be of value, see where you can help some other people, and then hop out. And don't pay attention to it any other time of the day. Put some boundaries around your time. That'll help. Let's see. Trista said she's service-based in home business. How will an email list help me? So Trista, I would need to know just a little bit more about your service-based in-home business. By service-based, say service-based in-home business, do you mean that, like, are you service-based in terms of you do massage therapy, or you have a hair salon, or you do water restoration, mold remediation, carpet cleaning? So I need to know a little bit more about that. But what I will say is it doesn't matter the kind of business. Every business needs an email list, unless you're McDonald's or Chick-fil-A. But when you go to Loft and buy something, how many times a day do they email me, right? So over the hundreds of clients that I've had over the years, I have helped startups. I have helped multi-million-dollar corporations that want to get to second stage growth. I've helped service-based businesses like neurofeedback clinics, massage therapists, hair salons, water mold remediation, and water restoration. That's why that came to mind. Everybody needs an email list because you want to stay top of mind to your client. When they think about needing your service, whatever it is, you want them to think of you first. And the way you do that is by staying in their inbox. Let's see. Let me see if there's any other questions. Yes, somebody suggested, and it just says Facebook user, that if live video scares you, this is the tip that I teach. Create your own Facebook group. Go live in it to your heart's content. Be the only one in the group. You can get in there and push all the buttons and practice as much as you want. You can incorporate StreamYard to practice with StreamYard. Nobody has to see you because you're the only one in the group. All right, give me 1 second. Jill's got the masterclass links in there. Let's see. Oh, hey, Candace. Yeah, Candace Montgomery's here. She's one of my students also. Oh, Trista said she's a professional organizer. Trista, yes, ma'am. So even if you're not in the online space, as a professional organizer, whenever I think of needing an organizer in my home, or I'm at book club and my friends say, my kids' playroom is a disaster, it stays a disaster, I can't stand to walk in there. Or every time I pull, this is how I feel about my garage. Every time I pull in my garage, I want to just, I'm like, I can't even look at this. It is a mess, right? Or they get up in their attic to put away their Christmas decorations and they're standing around going, we need to clean out this attic. We need to organize it. We need to have a massive garage sale, but I don't know where to start. Trista, you want people to think of you first. Every client that you have needs to be on your email list. And I would be emailing them weekly with, even if it's just a short tip, a couple of before and afters from work you recently did, maybe a podcast episode from a podcaster you follow that maybe talks about organization, somebody that they can't hire because they live too far away, right? Yep, Trista, absolutely. And consider joining us in Business Visibility Made Easy because I can help you get all that stuff done. All right, my friends, I don't see any other questions. Instagrammers, if you had questions, I'm going to check those after this is over with, and I will pop into the DMs to answer your question for you. I'm just thankful that you're here. I hope that these tips have helped you guys. I want to know what you think. Like I tell you to do with your list and your subscribers, ask your audience what they want. I want to know what you want to learn. I want to know what you want to hear more about. If you've been in my world for any length of time, you know that it is my absolute goal and mission to bring value to you, to change the way you do your business, to make it easy for you to grow your business. Business growth does not have to be a struggle. It doesn't. And we compare ourselves to other people and we think we've got to have everything figured out and have it perfect right out of the gate. No, absolutely not. But if you have an idea for me and there's something you want to learn, I love to hear from you. So just let me know what it is. Send me an email, DM me, doesn't matter. Send up a smoke signal, whatever it takes. And if you're loving this content, I want you to save this into your favorites, and I want you to share it with your accountability podmates and your business besties, and be here live with me every Thursday at 11:30 Central. Put it on your Google Calendar, set a phone alarm. Somebody said they set a phone alarm today for the live. It just made my heart so happy. And you hear me say this every single week. Don't go it alone. Being an entrepreneur is freaking hard. Some days, everybody wants to buy what we're selling, and other days, nobody can remember our name. And if you think you're alone in feeling that way, you are not. You are absolutely not alone. I've worked with so many of you. It doesn't matter if you're on day one, hour one, or on year 15 and you're making $40 million a year. We all have days where we're like, I don't think I know what I'm doing. And you feel really alone. But you're not. You're not alone in feeling that way. And that's where getting into a Facebook group like mine is going to help you overcome that. So I want you to have a great balance of the week and weekend. And remember, when one of us rises, we all rise. So we have got to keep cheering each other on. And I will see you guys next week, Thursday at 11:30. Set the phone alarm now. Put it on your Google Calendar, because we're going to keep talking about email list growth. And I'm going to keep giving you some information and some strategies. And go grab your spot for my free masterclass. I promise you it's going to be worth it. www, I hate to say that, but that stupid DNS issue, .tracybeavers.com/masterclass so you can grab your seat. All right, my friends, I will see you next week. Thank you.